Hey there, and welcome to the Scripture Creatures 30-Day Devotional. We're on day number 2 looking at Rebjaw here. Rebjaw is from Jonah chapter 1, verse 3, based on the idea of Jonah rebelling against God. So let's read the Scripture, make some application, respond to this properly, and see what the Lord has for us. So Jonah 1:3 says, Jonah rose to flee to Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. Now, I think most kind of renditions of this story, whether it's VeggieTales or something else, they always get the fact that Jonah's running, but what he's fleeing from specifically in the text is the presence of the Lord. And he went down to Joppa, found a ship going to Tarshish, and he paid the fare, and he went down into it. In other words, Jonah is funding his own rebellion. It's coming at a cost to himself, right? He's not just running away from God and going against the calling of God. He's paying out of his own pocket to do so, which kind of helps us understand how sin always comes at a cost to us. Whether it is this conscious, willful decision to take out our wallet and put the money on the table, or eventually down the road we realize the cost of our sin. But he goes down into the ship to go with them to Tarshish, away from, once again, the presence of the Lord. And so Rebjaw here captures the idea that Jonah's not just fleeing from the calling of God, but twice we're told in one verse, it's from the presence of the Lord. So you'll see that right here it says rebellion against God is the main idea. The prophet Jonah disobeys God's command, runs away from him instead of doing the right thing. Right? Jonah does what he wants to do. Even prophets can choose to do the wrong thing and disobey God. Now, Rebjaw here is of the darkness element. You can tell right here, that's the elemental type. And darkness corresponds to the theme of chaos in the Bible. And yes, there is a biblical theme of chaos. And that's why rebelling against God always causes chaos in our lives, in the lives of those around us, in the world. And then here is the specific application or wisdom principle for you to draw out, right? And see if I can get this to zoom in. Rebjaw reminds us that disobeying God is the wrong choice, obviously. Sometimes we want to do something different than what God tells us to do, but it's always the right choice to obey the Lord. Now, that might sound very elementary and obvious, but when it comes right down to it, when sin presents itself and temptation seems very alluring and captivating and enticing, we have to remember that whatever I'm doing right now against God is going to cost me in the long term, right? I'm causing chaos in the world. I'm becoming an agent and a vessel of chaos to work through my sin, right? So Rebjaw kind of captures that in its appearance and look, and I just want to encourage you guys, wherever you're at today with the decisions you're making, it is so much better to just trust God and trust yourself to Him. Do what He says instead of rebelling against Him as if you know better than Him.